Hello, everybody. Today we're going to review the three methods of decimal multiplication that we have learned. It's important to know how to do all of them because they'll all teach you something different about how decimals work, and we're going to use all of them for different applications in the future. Jaws is really excited about decimals. So the first method we saw was arrays, or the box method. We also learned about the tape method, and we learned about the moving decimal method. So let's say that I wanted to solve this problem with all three methods, and I'm going to show my work. So the problem is 1.5 times 3. So I see the first thing I have to do is the box method, or the array method. So I'm going to draw myself a nice little box. And I'll put this assignment on Seesaw so that you guys can draw more easily. I'm going to draw myself a nice little box. The problem is 1.5 times 3. So it's 3 times 1. And then it's going to be 3 times 0.5 over here. So I know that 3 times 1 is 3. And I know that 3 times 5/10 is equal to 1 whole and 5/10. Oop, not 3 times 5, that's 15. There we go. So 3 times 5/10 is equal to 1 whole and 5/10. And as a reminder, I know that because 10/10 is a whole. So anytime I reach 10/10, that makes me another whole number, just like this one. So that's the box method. So I would put my work right here. And actually thinking about it, I think it's going to be easier to write it on paper than to use Seesaw. So I'll let you guys write on paper and put a photo in Google instead. Oh, you know what Miss Izzy forgot? I forgot to actually add up my totals. So I had 3 was my total on one side, and 1.5 was my total on the other side. So that equaled 4. And that kind of fits with my estimate, right? Because 3 times 1 would be 3. 3 times 2 would be 6. So I know that my answer is going to be somewhere between 3 and 6. So let's move on to the tape method. And it's the same thing. It's 1.5 times 3. So I know that I'm going to have my number of 1.5. Yeah, I'm definitely going to let you guys handwrite this because it's going to be way easier. 2 and 3. I hope your boxes are prettier than mine. So I'm showing that I'm doing 1.5 3 times, and then I'll add it up down here. And I'm seeing that, let's see what my total is. So I do 5 plus 5 plus 5, that's 15. My decimal point goes here because that always has to be lined up. And then I do 1, 2, 3, 4. So my total is 4.5. Cool. I put my screenshot. And I move on to the last method, which is the moving decimal method. So with this one, I'm multiplying 1.5 times 3. So I'm going to move this decimal right here, and I'm going to make it 15 times 3. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, 15 times 2 is 30, plus another 15, that's 45. So I know 15 times 3 is 45. Now I have to move my decimal back one place because I moved it out one place. And I put it in, and I get my answer of 4.5. So if you do these methods and you get a different answer for different methods, something went wrong. Check your work, maybe go back to that lesson and see what happened, because your answer should be the same on all of them. Why am I mentioning this? Because Miss Izzy messed up. 3 plus 1.5 equals 4.5. I forgot those 5/10 right there. So now all my answers match. So I've checked my work in different ways. And I can say that my answer is 4.5. So now it's your turn. You're going to solve this problem with all 3 methods. And then there are 2 word problems where you can choose any method. So you can decide which method you want to use. You don't have to show all three. And remember, if you have a question about one of them, do leave me a comment and let me know that you'd like to review it, because I do see those things and that helps me plan what we'll do in our classes together. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.